Sign the ceremony of the
Good afternoon. I'll ask that President will get very comfortable and ask that we please stand and let's open our program today in a word of prayer as we call on the religious advisor, the Reverend Wilfred Langford, who will come up and open up.
Our Father, we recognize your presence, and your purpose in our life, and our nation, and to your sovereignty. We submit, O God, to your purpose. I pray, Father, that you will bless this administration, this people, that we will face the challenges of life, O God, but that we will endure because of you. So we endeavor, O God, to walk the path of righteousness, the path of truth. Today, even as we come again to look ahead, we pray, Lord, that your grace will cover us, will guide us, will lead us to your.
It's good to see all of you here. Thank you for coming early. You know, the president often talks about weight. Earlier I was passing through taking help to several of my colleagues, and I don't know why it had to be a financial intelligent man, but he called me and said, Steve, I think we're here for performance contract signing. I think we need a performance contract on time management. I said, so you want to see the president? He said, no, that's what I'm talking about. And he sort of convinced me that time is money. And so we value your time, and we thank you for your patience while you waited for us to get started. The president came to office and made a number of promises. One of those promises was that we will deliver on the promises. And our people are saying that when the town crier does a good job, everyone is happy. Everyone gets the message. And so, in order for the message to get out and get across, we all have to do our job. And one way to make sure we're doing our job is to sign a commitment. And that commitment is reviewed from time to time, just to remind us of areas needing improvement or to commend us as the case will be. when we're doing so very well, as we often do in this administration. And so it is a pleasure to have you all here this afternoon for a report on the first page for the 2024
Yeah,
of course, is the President's flagship initiative. The President always said that he wanted his ministers and heads of institutions to perform. Therefore, he took this very seriously. And it's also a way of approaching ourselves because it is a way of self-assessment of your situation. What is the levels you can work hard to deliver the service. Of course, it's also aligned with the arrest agenda as the President's main development program for the next 5 years. Of course, the news here is basically a result. One, a result of the government. So if we assess ourselves, we are come to the point on our stewardship, we are more or less the result of the government. And of course, this exercise also establishes public trust in the government itself, because the public knows exactly what we are doing, it's considering open, and therefore it builds the trust that we establish. So it's a two process. One, we have the bottom-up approach, which is the people's voice, and that project is called the citizen feedback mechanism, where citizens will down a short report at 424 to tell us exactly what is obtained around the country in terms of service, in terms of development. That enables us, the President, and those in government, to respond, to be more responsive to service. Then there is the next system, which is the performance management compliance system. Okay? That is where we assess ourselves as teaching government as institutions in a way that we establish the different protocols that we must use to provide services that we need as a country to the people. Yes. So find out in your minds. And so let's go back. We did favor a high level delegation when the study toward TrueLiberia, we learned from how they have institutionalized the companies within their country. And that delegation was comprised of the Minister of Finance, the CSC, Governance Commission, Unity, and the Cabinet Secretary. Next slide. So, what is the scope and participation of the first side? We had 90 institutions participating, fully studying their targets and undergoing annual updating. We had 80 plus institutions actually doing their service delivery target, develop and produce service delivery target. We had 3 verification teams doing independent assessment across all participating institutions. They will have the mostly PMC technical group comprising Cabinet Office, the Minister of Finance, the GC, the Minister of Internal Affairs, the IAA, and the CSC. Let's start. So, how did they look across the years? Let's start. So, for the 7th in the chapter, development, we had 61% of those involved, 67.8% of those involved after development of the chapter. And 5 doing one version, because the chapter have to do the chapter itself, they do an abridged version, but others who just did one version. And just 6% did either version. And the reason for that is the new system. So we understand how it took some time for people to actually acclimatize the type of technology for the system. Next slide. Now, in terms of publication, if you go around the place, you see a lot of billboards, different agencies and institutions actually directed to showcase their service. It wasn't required because it couldn't get to people what future service we provide to the public. And those who did full publication amounted to 2%, partial publication to 2%, and no publication now. Again, we're not only responsible for this because it is a new project. Next. So when it comes to the tenure strengthening system, strengthening your tenure system, this is what we have. In fact, more than half of the entities are equivalent to 3 systems or more. Next slide. Now, see the detailed analysis of the system strengthening across institutions. And you can tell from this that human resources actually have the biggest number in terms of how institutions strengthen their systems to implement their mandates. Financial management, we have often the 7%, which is good because in that sector, most of them are not on very good communication and develop financial manuals and internal. So this is good news. I thought. Say this with us. Next slide. So what are the key outcomes of what we have done so far? We noticed that there was improved financial reporting time frames from 60+ days to just 30 days in three institutions. Reduced financial process errors by an average of 45% in institutions implemented QuickBooks. So those who implemented QuickBooks actually reduce financial process errors. So it's an achievement, it's progress. Then in terms of enhancing transparency and compliance with the Public Financial Management Act requirement, there are others who also require this slide. This slide. So what are the next steps after this first time? So, the new target setting process started a few months ago. And by this time, we thought that institutions should set targets that clearly align with the AAID. Because in the next 5 years, we'll be implementing the arrest agenda for inclusive development, government/development. So we require all institutions to develop targets that are aligned with the AI. So the first time will be developing your strategic plan. And we know that a lot of people develop plans. But those who are there, we ask them to review their plans and align them with the AI. Because we know strategic plans are between 3 and 5 years. And if you do your plan for 5 years, then obviously it's within the time frame of the AI. So if you did it without aligning it with the AI, it will work with you to do that. So all institutions are required to develop their strategic plans and align them to the AID. So that is what we've done this cycle, this year. And then the next target was to implement the service delivery act, which is your core function in management. So you develop internal systems, but now you want to make sure that developing internal systems will be aligned with actually implementing the service delivery target to the focus. Then we also agreed to set another target where you'll be asked to mobilize resources, especially when institutions are responding. But if you don't respond, normally as part of your mandate, you are required to be innovative in a way you can raise resources to help people undertake the mandate. In that way, you don't depend too much on government. I understand that the funding landscape is a little bit shaky for now, but we ask entities who have the capacity to ensure that they can raise resources. So the next target that we ask entities to set is their system efficiency. And this is key, especially for those who are dealing with the economic sector. We want you to efficiently set up the systems in a way that you can identify the leakages, fraud, or wastages, implement solutions to resolve. And I think as I speak, I'm looking at my man from the LRD who's doing a fantastic job at it. Then finally, you are required to build your institutional capacity. So you identify areas where you build your capacity improve institutional performance. So these are the targets I will set for each individual for which you sign a contract with the president. Okay, these are the timelines that were set over the last few months in terms of how to respond. Next slide. So looking ahead, we now can see that EMCS is now a proving tool of performance, accountability, and transparency. The 2024 cycle showed clear indicators. Now is the time for us to build on progress. 2025 targets require deeper commitment and stronger institutional leadership. That's where I ask heads of institutions to be particularly involved in this process. Because we want a structured way, to be able to deliver service to the people. We don't want it to be a static approach. We want it to be a system-based approach, an evidence-based approach. And we also think that all institutions must prioritize the implementation in the job. So we need to lead with purpose. It is not encouraging and serve. This is our argument. This is the lead. The president always said that we inherited a system where we have it enough. Also flaws. And it behooves us as a new government to turn things around. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, DG. As most of you, or all of you should know by now, the performance management contractors is housed in the offices of the Director General, and he has a whole team of people that support him. So please take advantage of what he and his staff have to offer. So if you turn to the next page of the program. Oh, you're not getting on? No. Sorry, I'm really here. When you're not divided, very small.
Can't make him hungry. Nothing's bad. Yes, thank you.
Just that's okay.
So just take a quick pause and we will help share those.
And so we have the Ministerial Complex where ministers, agencies, and directors will be signing performance management contract for 2025, and they will also be recognizing ministries and agencies that perform well over the period. And we have
services and contributions of our
partners here,
international partners, and everything they did to help us get to this point. We recognize the United Nations organization in Liberia, the resident representative of the UNDP, the African Development Bank, the World Bank, country office, ECOWAS, the EU, of course, the Swedish embassy, the German embassy, and the Irish embassy, among other international partners. We thank you immensely for your many, many contributions that have guided this process and prepared us to deliver on His Excellency's promises to the Liberian people. I think by now most of you, if not all of you, have copies. That's enough. Sorry, we're just holding on to them. And after His Excellency's remarks, we will set aside a time to recognize our top performing public institutions. The President will be recognizing you by presenting you award plaques. And we hope and believe that you will cherish those immensely.
Members, President, Cabinet, the Council,
Secretary, as the commanders of the military and paramilitary forces, former officials of government, police, members of the churches, members of the press, it's my pleasing duty at this time to present to you His Excellency Boakai, Senior President of the Republic
Thank you. Cabinet ministers, heads of institutions, members of the diplomatic corps, the government partners, members of the civil society, the media, other citizens. This moment signifies the broad respect for our national commitment for accountability, transparency, and citizen-centered governance. Through the foreign management and compliance system, we are transitioning from promises to funds, from imports to impact, from excuses to excellence. Aligned with our best agenda, the PMC has guarantees that institutions provide clear services, maintain integrity, and stay accountable to the people. We're here today not only to serve the result of this intervention, but also to institutionalize a new culture of delivery across government. This is a legacy that we owe to the Liberian people, the government that works and that works for them. Today's event comes with both reflection and recommitment. For the first time in our nation's history, we have completed a full national performance management circle across our public sector. The outcome of this process gave the cause for both celebration and reflection. We have covered those institutions that performed exceptionally, and we recognize the dedication, discipline, and leadership it took to meet, and in some cases exceed the expectations outlined and largely performed time. These targets were the government publication of service delivery charter by each institution and strengthening of internal systems to implement these charters. These institutions demonstrated clear planning, strengthened systems, and visible service improvements. We have set a benchmark for performance that others must now meet or exceed. TrueLiberia. Our joint about performance-based governance of the goals, but also fair. The data we now have tells a compelling story, one of the purpose, but also areas where we must do better. This was the first full national PMM circle. It's a historic undertaking for our government. Many institutions rose to the challenge. However, it is important to note that a number of institutions were not able to fully participate or meet the core requirements. This is not acceptable. But to some extent, we want to say that some of them were taken off guard, and we hope they will do that. At the same time, we recognize that the first year has been a learning process for many. The system is new, expectations are evolving, and not all institutions were equally prepared. I want to make it clear, however, that moving forward, the standard will even be higher. Institutions that do not engage meaningfully in future cycles will have to keep giving account, considering the mechanism built in the pyramids. For this cycle, institutions that did not comply will be placed on a presidential performance improvement plan, GDIP. This will provide targeted support, structured performance monitoring, and clear timelines for corrective actions. We're also going to introduce temporary travel criterion for institutions with persistent non-compliance. It is important that Professor deliver on the basis of national regulations before representing Liberia abroad. And as a matter of fact, during our campaign, we did say that we would have a requirement that ministers in strategic position must have the opportunity to visit any part of the country before they travel, because you have to know who you're going to represent. Unfortunately, of course, the road conditions are not proper. But this moratorium will only be lifted on that documented evidence of improvement of performance from now carry both recognition and responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a new era. Money and performance is no longer an aspiration and an obligation. As part of this shift, later today, we witness the ceremonial signing of 2025 performance contract. Let me say here, these contracts are not ceremonial documents. They are instruments of public trust. They represent each institution's commitment, not to me, but to the people of Liberia. But we must also ensure these commitments are resourced and realistic. And therefore directing Minister of Finance and Development Planning to fully integrate PMC and deliverables into the national budgeting framework. No performance plan should sit on the shelf because of funding gaps. Budget allocations budget allocations must be what they will do. Additionally, we are accelerating the digital transformation of the PMC. By the end of this year, we will finalize and begin rolling out the Performance Management Information System, PMS, a centralized real-time platform that tracks institution targets, compliance rates, and service outcomes. This will be the engine behind one government, one dashboard, where performance can be monitored, analyzed, disclosed with integrity. Our direction is clear, our tools are in place, our expectations are non-negotiable. This is not about reporting for reporting's sake. It is about making sure that the public sector means something deliver something. I know that a lot of people come to public service because the thing is very easy. All you do, go out your time and go home. We have to change that. Against this background, I must know that I will soon begin to schedule unscheduled visits to institutions. Many will leave. Many of these visits will be unannounced for a deeper understanding of the challenges and opportunities at work as to demonstrate our commitment to institutional effectiveness and accountability. Let me pause to thank the General Services for giving this building an upgrade. I felt a little bit embarrassed that we've been entrusted with a valuable real estate and we should respect it. I'm keeping it interesting. Thank you very much. I don't know how I done, but all ministries in here that are contributing. My concern is not about that. It's about making sure. Okay. I remember when I used to come around here, the whole place is later. That's not the best way to go. The culture of performance we speak will not be built through directives alone. It must be modeled through the decisions you make, the standards you enforce, the example you set. I told the minister yesterday, some of you inherited a lot of people who may not have the commitment, but you have a responsibility to track them up. You can't reach this. And I urge you to ensure that your institution becomes a part of delivery. Use your separate delivery charter, not a public relationship, but as a living contract with the people. To the citizens of Liberia, this is your government, and you have a right to expect results. We are building a system where you can see what each institution has committed to and hold them accountable when those promises are not met. You can go on Facebook and criticize, but your eyes can see. To our development partners, especially the UNDP, well, thank you for your steadfast support throughout the journey. Your technical, financial, and moral investment have been critical to the progress we report today. I encourage you to continue aligning your support with the national performance agenda. I have made it clear that this is a responsible government. We respect the opinions of our people, but trust us. We'll manage this country with the best of the Liberian people reputation. Let us deepen our collaboration, not just run funding, but run measurable, sustainable results. And finally, to all Liberians, let us move forward with clarity, with courage, and with commitment toward a Liberia where every institution is accountable, every leader is responsible, and every citizen is served with dignity. Let us think, love, build Liberia with our blessings.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you for your wonderful remarks. We, as acts, ministries, agencies, and commissions out there, value your leadership and your direction. And we especially like the part when, with the consent of the Finance Minister, he said no PMCS will sit on the shelf because of a funding gap. And I could see Kapan nodding in agreement. Thank you. But we need this together. And the president didn't announce it like you'll be coming, we're not even expecting. So let's be ready. Well, congratulations to all ministries, agencies, and commissions for the wonderful work they've done. And yes, deserve a round of applause. And we've come to that point now where, even though the EG announced earlier that the first, cycle, the first poll cycle was not a competition to necessarily do better than somebody else, but basically to make sure everything you promised to do, you did it. And there are a few of us, including, especially the Ministry of State for Residential Affairs, we did well. But there are about 15 of our police who deserve recognition. And we want to, in this public manner, call them up to be recognized and awarded by His Excellency as a pat on the back and an encouragement to continue to do what you do. And so we'll call on our team to bring up the plaques. And this is in no particular order necessarily, but there are 3 of our colleagues also that excel above all others. But even at that, we want to recognize some of the directors of this press. Anyway, he wanted me to clarify that this is just based on their performance on 2 of the targets, okay, and not necessarily on all of them. So we'd like to call out the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
So the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is one of the best performing ministries. And so we're going to be recognizing ministries.
The Ministry of National Defense.
They have performed very well. Ministry of National Defense is also one of them.
Excellency, please do us the honor.
Ministry of National Defense is also one of the ministries that have performed very well here. They've been called up and recognized. So Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Defense are the 2 ministries for now.
The Ministry of Public Works.
Minister Giddings is also being recognized here.
The Liberia Agriculture Commodity Regulatory Authority. The Jackson F. Doe Memorial Regional Referral Hospital.
One of the high performing agencies as a hospital under the Ministry of Health. Public Works.
Jackson F. Doe Memorial Referral Hospital. The Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs.
will be represented by the Minister of Accountability as one of the high-performing ministries. She's also the acting Minister of State right now, representing Ministry of State.
Liberia Petroleum Refining Company.
It's also one of the high-performing agencies.
Jasmine. The National Water Sanitation and Hygiene.
Again, chair of the building as has been recognized.
The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission. Public Procurement and Concession Commission.
Agencies, the commission, and
the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications.
Ministry of Post and Telecommunications also one of those high-performing ministries and agencies.
The Liberia Airport Authority. Those are our colleagues that represent the highest performing mathematical people. Liberia Institute of Statistics and Geoinformation Services. And among all of our maps, those who have been recognized, we have top three performers. Starting with the third. In third place, we have the Ministry of National Defense.
Among the ministries that have performed well, they're the third highest. Retired General.
This is very closely followed by the Jackson Hebdo and Bora Regional Referral Hospital. Very, very high performer. And in top place for this cycle, we have the Liberia Agricultural Commodity Regulatory Authority, NACA. We're going to ask all of our awardees to please come out and just take a quick photo with His Excellency and our international partners. All of those on the high table. All of those who were recognized, please come up quickly for your photo up. Congratulations.
Hey guys, hey. No. There you go. Guys. Chief. No. Thank you.
Your fall back. You can tell about it when they take you like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. Before we go on to the introduction of the 2025 key performance target by the Director General, earlier we mentioned our international partners who have so rigorously supported us, enthusiastically reminded us and encouraged us along, at the same time providing support. So at this time, I'd like to call on some of our partners to please come up and make their remarks. We'd like to start with the UN Resident Coordinator.
Thank you. Of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, Honorable Ministers, Senior Government officials, the government partners present, good evening. Your Excellency, the President, it's a great honor for me on behalf of the UN family to join you today at this important event of signing contracts, but also honoring those who have performed well. This moment symbolizes more than just a policy milestone. It's a powerful demonstration of national leadership, political will, and shared vision for inclusive development and public service accountability. Before I go on, I really want to take this opportunity to congratulate Liberia as a nation for having been elected as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council. It's all connected, and you didn't reach here without recognition of so many things that the country or teaches other countries or what others can learn from you. Earlier on we had meetings at the UN and we were saying how negative perception sometimes can hurt a country in terms of who comes to invest in the country or how the world sees you. So the more you do things that uplift you to the international stage, the more the country is known for what it does, the more people will come in, the more investments will grow. So it's all connected. And so the event here today may seem like a ceremony handing over certificates of signing, but it builds trust. It builds trust between the people and their leadership. It builds trust between the international community and how they see the country changing. So thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your leadership. And also, you know, moving the country forward is like moving a big truck. So when the wheels start turning, it's going. You know, sometimes it's the fast step or the fast, but when the wheels are moving, it's seen and it's felt. Your Excellency, I really would like to commend the government commitment to the result-driven governance and the signing of performance contracts at the highest level of the executive reflects a bold and transparent approach to service delivery. It sends a clear message that public institutions must be held to the highest standard of efficiency, integrity, and responsiveness to citizenship needs. So we applaud the alignment of this process with the arrest agenda for inclusive development and the counter-development agendas, which are all aligned to SDGs. As I saw the DG making the presentation, I could see some of the things that were discussed here during the development partners retreats clearly indicated. So this all goes to commend these efforts to strengthen the center of governance and the capacity to follow through. You know, you agree on things, you follow through, and everything is transparent. This is the only way that the AI can come to us. Otherwise, it will be a document. But unpacking this through whatever is being done and ensuring that performance measures are in place is the only way to make the plan implementable. And for us partners, we are here really following up on government footsteps and government orders. So when you perform, we perform. And that's as clear as that. So as the UN Resident Coordinator, and speaking on behalf of the UN family, we fully support these efforts. Performance-based frameworks are essential tools to achieve sustainable development. But I want to mention here that really the agency that technically leads on governance is UNDP. And I also want to join you in thanking the UNDP to take this lead very seriously within the UN, but in supporting the government from where its mandate stands. And I want you to nominate that for UNDP. Coordinating is never easy, as Excellency knows, so the different arms of the UN have what they bring to the table, and sometimes bringing it all together requires that each agency does part very well. So if you will see UNICEF for children and education, or WHO on girls, and so on in agriculture, if each agency does path to transformation is not easy, it demands courage to set targets, the humility to measure results, and the agility to correct courses when needed. But it also offers great rewards, including strengthened public trust, empowered service delivery, and empowerment of community. And would allow me to highlight the valuable specific contribution that UNDP, in this case, on behalf of the UN family, as a strong partner, has supported through the Liberia Decentralization Support Program, LDSP. UNDP has provided technical assistance, institutional capacity building, digital solutions to support the development system and the performance management information system. Notably, this includes facilitating the transition from manual contract business-based processes to more automated and data-driven platform. Designed to ensure remains a committed partner in this journey. We stand ready to provide the technical assistance, data support, policy advice, facilitate sustained learning where appropriate. And I should say that really in this situation, this is work. So the same move that we see in Liberia here is that whatever the resources available, yes, we work with those, but it's a moment to dig into our own local solutions and own local domestic resources, how to unlock all that. So support through this, and congratulations to all of those who have already shown your commitment to performances and for the awards that have been given. A good sign in
for reiterating the commitment to technical and other material support. Immediately after the remarks by the Swedish Embassy, we'll go directly into the signing of the contract. We will only sign a few here, and others will be signed upon invitation through the Director General's office, in the President's office, and but all maps will be required to sign performance contract. So we'll now invite the Swedish Ambassador for remarks.
Your Excellency, President Joseph Boakai, Honorable Ministers, Heads of Agencies and Commissions, let me start on already existing protocol. My name is Nicodemus Roland, and I'm the Secretary of Affairs in the absence of the Swedish. I hope that the renewed compacts will be a tool, not only to promote transparency and accountability, but also to improve service delivery. And in this regard, it's important to ensure that the government is responsible to the needs of the people in all of Liberia, in all 15 counties. Linked to this, we also welcome the integration between the PMCS and the citizen feedback mechanism that was presented earlier today. The service delivery and people's access to social services are of high importance, both for inclusive development, but also to strengthen the trust in the social contract between the state and the citizens. Your Excellency, we also welcome the alignment to targets in the National Development Plan and hope that this will also contribute to the fulfillment in the 15 county development agendas. This is really key for national ownership, which is crucial for sustainable development in Liberia. Sweden is and remains a committed and long-term partner to Liberia, not least in the area of good governance, transparency, and accountability. Knowing the importance of this for inclusive development and for economic prosperity. And to just mention one example, we are proud to support the Liberia Decentralization Support Program, which has supported the process of the PMCS. Finally, we want to wish you the best of luck in the fulfillment of the renewed performance contracts that are soon to be signed. The hard work to deliver on.
And so we'll be signing contract. One of the first contracts that we will sign will be the LRA. LRA, we invested in envelope people. They always talk about envelope. So, in fact, LRA was one of the high performers, but we ran out of money to print back. As soon as we got them. So, we invite His Excellency to please come up, and Commissioner General James Ogadala will also come forward. LRA will be followed by the Liberia National Police. So the Inspector General here earlier. The Liberia National Police will also be followed by the Civil Service Agency. The original intent was to sign 30 contracts, and to those of you who have already been informed that we'll be signing, we just like to apologize, but we'll be signing 6 during this occasion, and then we invite the other maps to the signing ceremony in the office of the president. Civil Service Agency, while we await the Liberia National Police. Civil Service Agency will be followed by the John F. Kennedy Medical Center. And then also the Financial Intelligence Agency. Civil Service. JFK. Next is the National Fire Service. Only heads of the agency will be signing. So if you are a proxy, then we'll just defer the signing. So let's invite the General Services Agency. And he plays the Liberia National Police. Can we get Financial Intelligence Agency? And also look for Ministry of Mines and Energy. the Internal Audit Agency. Please be ready.
She got
Then finally, the Cooperative Development Agency. And all agencies that have signed will please prepare to come up for photo op, a group photo with His Excellency representing all of us. After that, we will do the general group photo as many as can be captured. So all of you who have signed contract today, please come. Yes, sir. I'd like to get my signature. Thank you. So signing bonus. LRA, if she wants to know about a signing bonus. Okay, all of you who signed contracts, please come up. After the first round of photos will remain, and all ministers, cabinet, and the proxies will then join. After which we will call agencies and commissions. Thank you. Members of the cabinet, please join the photo.
Usman.
We also invite our international partners to please join the photo. Okay, agencies and commissions, as many as we can get up, we invite you to join at this time. this final space.
Let's go behind small. Let's go behind. Sorry. Let's go behind. 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 Watch out. Hey, Chief. Hey. Let come down. Let come down. Let come down. Let come down. Come down. No. Put it again. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please have your seats for the national anthem. The Cabinet Secretary, we want to thank you for coming. Giving us His Excellency Leaders, please stay, remain, and have refreshments with us. Thank you and honor.